If you broke up with a toxic person and now you've kind of gotten past the relief stage, you kind of miss them, and you're wondering, did I make the right decision? I want you to ask yourself, would you rather be with someone and be miserable or be alone, heal, find someone, and have a lifetime of happiness? See, toxic relationships are tough because they can be really addicting. They can also be really draining. Anyone that's been in them knows the highs and lows. The lows can be really low, but the highs can be so high because they get you almost like addicted to them. And then when they pull away, it's like you just miss the high. So you get a little bit of a high, and all of a sudden it feels amazing. It feels like you're on a drug. But then the lows come. And then you get to a point where you finally had enough. You're done always being the giver, and you finally end it. And it feels good, and you get this relief. You get this relief stage, and the relief stage can last for quite a while. But then all of a sudden, it just starts to hit you. The sadness starts to hit you. The heartbreak starts to hit you. You start thinking all the good times, all the good memories. You don't even think about the bad times anymore. All of a sudden, it's like all these good memories are just coming back. All these good memories just popping back into your head, and you're like, "Wow, did I make the right decision?" But you did, because you wouldn't have made that decision if you didn't have a reason. See, the universe wanted to teach you a lesson. The universe brought this person into your life to learn to choose you. See, people are either a lesson or a reflection. And now sometimes this lesson can be you need to start choosing yourself, you need to start putting yourself forward more. But they can also be a reflection. For instance, if you're a people pleaser and you really like pleasing, and then you meet someone that's like narcissistic or just like a taker and just you're never good enough for, you almost admire that they can just keep taking. They can just keep asking. They have no regrets about it. And you see that and you're in a way almost envious of it. You may not even realize this while you're dating this person or why you're so drawn to this person, but in a way you almost kind of envy that behavior. Now, you can too put yourself first without being a taker, but you can put yourself first. It's okay to do that. And one of the biggest lessons you need to learn from this, especially when you get out of a relationship like this, is to just start putting yourself first. Don't even worry about dating again. Don't even worry about putting yourself out there. Take a month, take 2 months, take 3 months. Take as much time as you need to truly just heal and be happy being alone, because I've been there. I've been in the situations. I've been with the person who I truly love deeply, but I knew they weren't right for me. I knew this person in the end wasn't good for me. I could just tell my higher self was telling me I needed to leave them, and I finally did. And of course, I had the relief stage, and that's common. And then that relief stage goes away, and then you're wondering, did I make the right decision? And it's so weird because it can be months, and yet 3 months after this happened, 4 months after this happened, you moved on. You don't even want the person back. Even if they hit you up today, you still wouldn't respond. You still wouldn't answer. You know deep down you're better off without like moved on, but yet you still find yourself questioning somebody's like, did I make the right decision? You start thinking on those old memories, you start reminiscing. I get it. I've been there. And it's okay. And don't think you haven't moved on just because you're wondering, did I make the right decision? You can have moved on. You can know this person wasn't right for you and you made the right decision and still have those thoughts in your head. That is completely normal. And one of the biggest reasons is you just start to feel lonely. You start to feel like you need someone. But if you feel like that, you have to ask yourself, why do I feel this way? Why do I feel like I need someone? And when you're a people pleaser, a lot of times, if you feel like you're not needed, you don't feel like you're lovable. But you need to know you are lovable no matter what. You're lovable whether or not someone needs you. Even if you're with someone and they don't need you all the time, it doesn't make you any less lovable. You are lovable for just who you are, for your true authentic self. And even though you don't need someone, but you need someone to need you, you're still coming off as needy. And the level of attractiveness you are is to the level of not needy you are. So the more needy you are, the more unattractive energy you put out. So how can you get through this? How can you get out of this stage? And that is just truly being unapologetically okay with just focusing on yourself. Make a list of things you want to do. And then the next time you're feeling lonely, you're feeling down, say, hey, I'm gonna take a personal day. I'm gonna take a day to myself, and I'm gonna do all the things I want to do and do them alone. It is amazing when you just start doing things you truly love alone, how much more you will enjoy them than when you do it with someone else. Because you don't have to worry about that person if they're having fun. Because if you're a people pleaser, you're very tuned into their energy, and then you're always like, are they having fun? Are they enjoying this? You're not even enjoying it yourself. So when you're a people pleaser, it's so important to break that people pleasing cycle to just do things alone. I know there's a probably good chance as a kid growing up, you had parents that you always had to be tuned into their energy. You grew up in a toxic household. So now you attract this familiar pattern into your life. And then the reason this keeps happening is the universe wants you to learn this lesson. The universe wants you to stand up for yourself. It wants you to see you can stand up for yourself. And by just leaving this toxic person, the universe sees that. But it also wants to see you not just go jump into another relationship with the same type of person. 'Cause a lot of times when you don't heal the right way, you attract a new face, same person, and then you're wondering, why do I keep attracting these type of people? Why does this keep happening to me? Because you're not taking enough time to heal. You're not taking enough time to be alone. Focus on your inner child every day. I start doing this every day. I check in on my inner child and make sure he's okay. Just let him know I'm there for him. Hug him. Just do these things to just heal yourself, heal within you. If you haven't checked on your inner child in a long time, it can feel almost a little uncomfortable because you might almost feel like they know they've been neglected for a while. But you're here now. You're here now for your inner child. You're here now for yourself. Because the more you want someone, the more you want someone in your life, the more you're not having. And it is amazing when you truly just start focusing on yourself. You truly are just happy being alone. The amount of people that'll just come into your life, the way you'll just become more magnetic. It's like you just attract all these people in your life because your energy is so contagious and they see that. The same way when people can tell you're needy and you need someone and it's like, I just want someone in my life. I just want to feel loved because I can't love myself. So I need someone to love me because I can't love myself unless someone loves me. And then it's like, oh, it's like it's repelling. It's pushing these people away. And any people that it does attract are usually the people you don't want to attract into your life because what kind of people like that energy? The people that are takers, the people that want to use you, the people that say, oh, wow, this person really needs someone. I can really get a lot out of them and use them. Even if that's not their like frontal thought process, a lot of these people just have that subconscious thought in their mind. And in the same way you envy them for being such a taker, they in a way envy you for being such a giver because you both have something the other person envies, the other person is somewhat jealous of. So you gotta just look deep, look in. Was this person a lesson or was this person a reflection? And a lot of times they can be both. I know any time in my life where I was kind of a toxic person, I also attracted a toxic person in my life. At the same time, when there were times I was very much a people pleaser, I attracted takers. I attracted people that's like I could never give enough for. And since I've just been on my own healing journey for a while, just truly getting comfortable being alone, it is amazing the power you feel. It is amazing how you just know no one can hurt you. Now, I'm not saying you can't you can't fall for someone so you hurt, but when it happens, you just know I'll be okay. I've been alone before and I truly enjoy being alone. And it is such a powerful place to be in when you know that deep down in yourself. When you know no matter how someone thinks about me, I still love myself. So I want to challenge you tonight. If you made it to the end of this video, that I want you to go into the mirror. I want you to look in the mirror and I want you to say your name and say, I love you. And think about how and feel how that feels. It might be uncomfortable at first. You might have to do it a few times. You might have to do it a few days every day until it starts feeling comfortable. Until you can look at yourself and be like, wow, like I really love you. I really love myself. And then just give yourself a hug yourself, and just know I love you. And it is amazing. It is amazing when you can start doing this and you just truly feel it in your heart. You feel like that true, warm, loving feeling for yourself, the person you become, and the place of energy, the vibration you get into. So I just want you to know, if you're watching this, you made it to the end, and you're wondering, did I make the right decision? You made the right decision. You made that decision for a reason. Especially if you're a giver, especially if you're a trier, you did everything you could, and it still came down to you could no longer do it. Do not have doubts. Do not have regrets. You will get over this. This will pass, and eventually you won't even be thinking about that anymore. I'm Brandon, and I take people from breakups to breakthroughs.